Pulse of Africa, the face and voice of Africa. The story of resurgent and burgeoning Africa is here, only on the Pulse of Africa channel. Pulse of Africa, the face and voice of Africa.
A very warm welcome to Pulse of Africa News. Tonight we dive into the story shaping our continent, with voices that inspire and moments that move us. I'm Samia Mohammed and I'm thrilled you're here with us. Let's start with Libya. The United Nations Support Mission in Libya expressed its deep concern over the escalating tensions between the House of Representatives and the High Council of State regarding the restructuring of the Board of Directors of the High National Election Commission, a key step in the political roadmap. In a press statement issued Tuesday, the mission noted that this escalation comes amidst the continued failure to reach an agreement on the HNEC since the launch of the roadmap in August 2025. The mission expressed its deep regret that instead of working towards consensus on this issue, which has remained unresolved for over a decade, the two bodies have engaged in a cycle of mutual escalation, threatening to open a new chapter of institutional division and discord. The mission reiterated its call for both bodies to cease all unilateral action, holding them responsible for any division that may affect the HNEC's future operations. UNSMIL's emphasized the HNEC has remained to date one of few national institutions that has maintained its unity and demonstrated its technical competence in conducting elections. The UN mission also called on the High National Election Commissions to maintain its neutrality in order to safeguard its integrity amidst the ongoing dispute between the two councils. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Shobiyu Waidi, says the Nigerian Army is deploying available resources with modern technology to address emerging security threats and improve security across the country. The COAS stated this on Tuesday during a courtesy visit to Governor Umaru Bago of Niger at the government house. Mina Waidi said the new approach was aimed at enhancing the operational effectiveness of troops and responding proactively to evolving security challenges. He said that his visit to Niger was to declare open the Training and Doctrine Command TRADOC conference for 2026 and to commence operational visit to key military formations in the state. According to him, the operational visit would take him to the 31 Artillery Brigade and 18 Brigade BIDA as a part of efforts to addressing prevailing security challenges in parts of the state. The COAS said the visit was aimed at assessing operational gaps and providing additional resources to strengthen ongoing military operation in the state. The Army Chief noted that Niger was not new to him, adding that sustained collaboration between the military and the state's government was crucial to achieving lasting peace and stability.
In Ethiopia, more homes and businesses now have access to electricity. Access to power supports education, healthcare, and local businesses. Light changes lives.
Botswana's Ministry of Health has initiated measures to address the unusual rise of tuberculosis treatment failure. In a press release, the ministry notes that a specific batch of tuberculosis drugs with the poor outcomes were quarantined and taken for testing. The results shows that the concerned fixed-dose combination drugs are deficient to two critical anti-tuberculosis molecules, rifampicin and etamiprole. Although it is possible for some patients not to respond to treatment for various reasons, investigations discovered that the 40 patients affected are nearly double the 2022 patients reported with similar issues at the same time last year. MOH also reveals that all patients who are exposed to the concerned drugs are currently being clinically reassessed and managed with alternative drugs according to their stage of treatment. The press release further notes that contact tracing and routine community tuberculosis screening continue as part of the ministry's prevention efforts, hence advice to the public not to panic but to take precautions to reduce tuberculosis transmissions by avoiding congregated settings, staying in well-ventilated spaces and practicing cough etiquette. It says anyone experiencing signs and symptoms of TB like cough, unintentional weight loss, fever and night sweats is advised to report to the nearest health facility so they can be screened and tested for TB. Ghana has taken up a major leadership role in Africa's climate diplomacy, assuming responsibility for coordinating the continent's position in international climate negotiations under the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. The role, which is to the chair the African Group of Negotiators, requires Ghana to work closely with all 54 African countries representing Africa's collective interests and priorities in global climate decision-making process from January 2026 to December 2027. Nana Dr. Antwibu Seiko Amoha, chair of AGN, described the task as demanding but essential, noting that the leadership role would be driven by collaboration rather than individual effort. He explained that the coordination would really rely heavily on national focal points in each Africa country who serve as the interference between the governments and the United Nations. These focal points would be key instruments in shaping and communicating national and regional positions, he told the Ghana News Agency. In addition, lead coordinators specializing in various thematic areas of climate negotiation will support the process. Those negotiators, he said, will play a critical role in providing technical depth and ensuring coherence across Africa's negotiating agenda. Moving on to business news. Ethiopian Airlines Group CEO Mesut Tasaw has announced that the highly anticipated groundbreaking ceremony for the new Bishoftu Mega International Airport is scheduled for this weekend. The ambitious project aims to transform Ethiopia's aviation landscape and position the country as a leading hub for international air travel. For decades, Ethiopian Airlines has operated out of Bole International Airport in Addis Ababa. However, as the airline's operations expanded, the airport reached its capacity limits. Bole International Airport has become too small and overcrowded with passengers, CEO Mesut Tasaw told Pulse of Africa, a pan-African media outlet. The project comes at a time when Ethiopian Airlines, Africa's largest carrier and among the top 30 globally, is experiencing rapid growth. Currently valued around $8 billion, the airline is projected to reach nearly $30 billion by 2040. The Bishoftu Airport City is designed to support this growth, providing the infrastructure needed to compete with international aviation giants such as Emirates and Qatar Airways. Located approximately 40 kilometers southeast of Addis Ababa, the new airport will initially handle 60 million passengers annually, with plans to expand capacity beyond 100 million in the future. It will feature multiple runways, extensive cargo facilities, and state-of-the-art terminals, cementing Ethiopia's status as a major aviation hub on the African continent. Angola has significantly increased the budget for its Ornamental Stone Development Hub, launched in January 2025, from 2.24 million in 2025 to 20 billion in 2026, underscoring the government's broader commitment to boosting local mineral processing. The revised allocation was approved under the country's 2026 general state budget. Located in the municipality of Sakomar in Nambe province. The hub is designed to revitalize the marble and granite value chain, strengthen export capacity and advance mineral beneficiation. Developed by contractual group Tel Habel, the project has already created 400 direct jobs supporting local and regional economic development. The initiative and the substantial budget increase aligns with Angola's drive to accelerate economic diversification and promote sustainable growth. Implemented under the National Development Plan 2023 to 2027, the hub is expected to generate fiscal revenues, attract new investment in mineral processing, and enhance the competitiveness of Angola's ornamental stone industry. Finally, sports news. Ivory Coast head coach Emery Sefé admitted he was impressed with the performance of his players after they demolished Burkina Faso to qualify for the quarterfinals of the Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco on Tuesday. The African champions kept their quest for back-to-back AFCON titles as they qualified for quarterfinals following commanding 3-0 victory over the Stallions at the Stade de Marrakech. Amad Diallo opened the scoring and provided an assist for the second goal to set the Elephants to an emphatic win in the West African Derby. Diallo put them ahead after pouncing a loose ball inside the area. 12 minutes later, Diallo turned provider with a moment of quality. He delivered a low, inviting cross across the face of goal for Osman Diomande, who took a composed first touch before drilling a low finish past the goalkeeper to double the advantage. Diomande scored the third after he latched onto the precise pass from Odilon Kosuno before finishing confidently at the near post. The aspect of our game pleased me a lot. What truly makes me happy is that beyond individual performances, it was the strength of the team entirely that really stood out tonight, Fai said. Antoine Semenyo, long-anticipated move to Manchester City, is now entering its final stretch, with the Ghana international scheduled to undergo his medical on Thursday. The Bournemouth winger is expected to play his final game for the Cherries against Tottenham Hotspur before the final steps are taken to seal his switch to the Etihad Stadium. Documents have been signed clearing the path for City to complete the deal once the medical is successfully concluded. Semenyo arrives as a tactical addition to Pep Guardiola's evolving attacking puzzle. City viewed the 25-year-old as a quality rotation for Jeremy Doku and a clear upgrade on the right flank, offering direct running, physical presence, and a goal threat to complement Erling Haaland through the middle. His versatility across the front line is seen as a key asset as the City navigate the second half of the season on multiple fronts. Guardiola has hinted at the moment in January earlier this month, striking a familiar note of calm calculation. Let's take a look at the weather forecast across Africa. That's all for this hour. Before I conclude, I would like to invite you to watch our special program on Ethiopian Christmas Ganna celebration, which is coming up next. Thank you for tuning in and goodbye.
Hello and welcome, viewers. Ethiopia, a nation blessed with breathtaking landscapes and a wealth of history, stands as one of the world's most remarkable cultural destinations with its diverse traditions and countless treasures. The country has inscribed several of its intangible heritage under UNESCO, yet still holds much more to share with humanity. Among its most distinctive and colorful celebrations is Ganna, the Ethiopian Christmas, a festival that captivates with its unique timing, rituals, and cultural expressions. Unlike much of the world, which celebrates Christmas on December 25th, Ethiopia follows its own ancient calendar and commemorates the birth of Jesus Christ on January 7th. Ganna is not merely a religious observance, it's a vibrant cultural event that brings families, neighbors, and communities together in joy and harmony. One of its most fascinating traditions is Yegenna Chawata, a centuries-old Ethiopian game that resembles field hockey. Played during the Christmas season, participants use wooden sticks called Ganna to strike a hard wooden ball known as roar. Dressed in traditional attire, players honor their culture and show respect to their fans and competitors. Before the match begins, leaders are chosen for each team and respected elders from the crowd are appointed as referees. Beyond the excitement of the game, Ganna is a day of deep cultural significance. Families gather in white cotton garments known as Yebahal lips, symbolizing purity and unity. The celebration is enriched with traditional dishes, homemade drinks, and the renowned Ethiopian coffee ceremony, which itself is a ritual of hospitality and togetherness. These customs are passed down for centuries, nurture and coexistence, love and respect among Ethiopians. Traditional beverages also play a central role in the festivities. Among them is Dalla, a unique Ethiopian drink brewed from grains and enjoyed responsibly during the season. In Addis Ababa and across the country, the preparation and sharing of Dalla add flavor and warmth to the celebration, reflecting Ethiopia's creativity and cultural pride. Stay tuned as we take you into the heart of Addis Ababa to witness how Dalla is produced and enjoyed.
As Christmas is being celebrated all over the world, different types of traditional foods and drinks prepared for making the holidays special. In African holidays, homemade beers like South Africa's thick grainy mkumbeto, made of maize or sorghum for ancestral connections, Rwanda's sweet banana brew, urwagwa, Uganda's maize or millet chimbuku, or Burundi's shade sorghum impeg are brewed from local grains and fruits for community, rituals and celebrations often served communally with varieties of flavors. Allied with this, let's invite you an episode which shows how Ethiopians make traditional beverages for holidays like Christmas and others.
Hello viewers, as Ethiopia is a home of a diverse range of ethnic groups, its cuisines are also rich in culture and traditions. Ethiopian cuisine survived for centuries without losing their traditional content. It remains a reflection of a country's cultural identity until today. Among these, we have brought you a traditional drink called Alla, a homemade beer, and how it's made. Keep watching.
The place we are in now is called Bole Atlas, one of the hottest and attractive area in Addis Ababa.
Here is the place where the biggest job is doing. All the necessary ingredients which helps to make Alla are combined and mixed. And also it is a place where the fermentation takes place. The fermentation takes almost 4 days. Sister Rosa will show us all the details and how the process is going on here.
My name is Rosa Zodi. I'm a Dalla brewer at the Cello Dalla Brewery. I'll show you what the brewing process looks like from the beginning. First, the ingredients needed for brewing talla must be prepared. The barley is cleaned, roasted until it becomes dark, and then ground. The barley malt is also dried and ground. The leaves and thin branches of geisho are pounded with a wooden mortar and pestle until they become small pieces. A large clay pot or plastic barrel is then prepared. After the charcoal is lit and releases smoke, the cleaned clay pot or plastic barrel is smoked using olive tree leaves. Next, add as much geisho as needed. In the past, our elders measured the ingredients by hand, but now we measure them in kilograms. Add the geisho and the malt into the barrel, followed by 4 jugs of water to form the dough. Once the dough ferments, barley flour is baked into flat bread, locally called talakita, cooked until it becomes darker. After cooling, the flat bread is broken into pieces and combined with barley powder that has been cooked with less water than kita on a hot griddle called angkuro. All of these are mixed with water, then covered and left to ferment for 4 days. We must be careful when adding water to the mixture. Some grains like wheat absorb water, but barley does not absorb much. The final process takes about 7 to 8 days. After that, the talla is ready for drinking.
Here, finally, we got talla. It smells so nice. I think it's very tasty. Dear viewers, this is the place where the final product of talla presented for service. I'm gonna drink the tasty and flavored Ethiopian traditional talla. Thank you.
The talla I have bought you here is called somsoma. It is made from barley.
This is a talla made from barley. Look how it is so beautiful. It looks so nice.
Which cup would you prefer to drink from? Let me describe them one by one. This cup is made of clay. This one is made of animal horn. It is the oldest traditional talla cup in Ethiopia. This one is called Moha Ambessa Haile Selassie, a royal drinking cup. So which one do you choose?
Okay, I want this one.
ያው ጠላ በባህላችን ይቀመሳል ስለዚህ ልቀመስልሽ
She must taste it before I drink.
In our culture, when we bring a drink for a guest, it should be first tasted. So let me try it for you. This is the tasting cup. We also use the tasting cup as a cover for the clay jar.
So tasty, so delicious.
ሀገር ወርቁ እባላለሁ ትንሽ ጣፋጭ ነው እና በጣም ደስ ይላል
My name is Hagar Warku. Allah has a sweet taste and is very pleasant to drink. That is why we chose it. It is also a good drink for women. We prefer traditional talla over alcoholic beverages. Factory-made drinks are not good for health because they contain chemicals. Talla, on the other hand, is our cultural drink, and we need to promote it more. Sometimes we come here with friends to drink and socialize. What makes talla different from other drinks is that it is a traditional beverage of our country.
ደስ ይላል እንደዚህ አካባቢው
We also love this place because it is beautifully designed without losing Ethiopian cultural identity. I think it would be better if we chose more places like this, both to promote our traditions and to enjoy ourselves.
የበዓላት አካባቢዎች ላይ ምናምን ያመለጠ ደስ ይለኛል
Personally, I like to drink talla more during holidays. In our culture, talla is usually consumed during holidays. but it's also good to enjoy in moderation at other times.
ስሜ ሰሎሜ ዮሐንስ ይባላል። አሁን የሚጠጣው ጠላ ወለላ ይባላል።
My name is Salome Johannes. The type of talla I'm drinking now is called walela. There are many types of talla made here, but we prefer walela because it has no bitterness. My friends and I always talk about it. It is encouraging to see traditional drinks like this being prepared in a house designed to promote the culture. It is beautifully made in a way that is convenient for everyone. Talla brings people together and strengthens community bonds. It should also be made more recognizable to the outside world. By involving young people, sharing its benefits, and posting about it on social media, talla has a high chance of becoming widely known.
በበዓላት ብቻ ከሚሆንም ለሰርግም ለልደትም እንደዚሁም
Talla is usually consumed during holidays, but it's also a healthy drink for weddings, birthday parties, and other celebrations. It would be wonderful if talla were served at all events where drinks are offered. Talla can be enjoyed anywhere, and its cultural value is very significant.
ባህላዊ ይዘቱም ቆንጆ ነው።
ስሜ ደግሞ ዮሐንስ አይቸው ይባላል። የድርጅቱ ባለቤት
My name is Johannes Aicho. I'm engaged in producing Ethiopian traditional drink, talla, or a homemade beer.
ያው እንደምታውቂው ጠላ የቆየ መጠጥ ነው።
As you know, talla is an old drink. It has been known as Ethiopian local drink for many years. It passed from generation to generation. Nowadays, its demand and value are declining, so it's important to preserve its transmission from generation to generation. It is also important to demonstrate that it can serve as a business opportunity without compromising its traditional essence.
ስራ ዘርፍም መጠቀም እንደምንችል ለማሳየት ሰው እርግጥ ይወደዋል።
People love it. The reason is that it's not as easy to find talla as it used to be, so people had to go to different places to find it. Nowadays, many talla houses are opening in addition to ours. Previously, it was considered a drink that received little attention, but now we have shown that talla is a timeless Ethiopian traditional drink.
ስራውም ያድጋል፣ ባህሉንም ጠብቆ ይሄዳል። ከተለያየ እህል ነው የምናመርታቸው።
We produce it from different grains. We have given different names to those produced from each grain. For example, we called mabrak, the one produced from wheat. We have called mestafaka, which is made from finger millet, locally called dagusa. A talla produced from barley is somsoma. We call gannet the type of talla that's made from teff, and fandisha from corn. We produce 8 up to 9 type of talla. Mabrak and mestafakar have many consumers. Mabrak is with a strong and high alcohol content type of talla. It is loved by many people. Mestafakar is preferred by those who like a grain called finger millet. The one that you are drinking is called somsoma. It is made only with barley. The highest alcohol content of talla is 8%. It is called mabrak, which is made from wheat. A talla made from barley has an alcohol content of 3 to 5%. It has a very short shelf life. We are working on how to preserve it. When it's exported, it should last at least a month. If we make it with ingredients that have been processed in a factory, it will lose its traditional flavor and freshness in a certain way. So we are working on a way to preserve it for a long period of time and increase its shelf life. For now, we are bottled like this and distributed in the city. This will last for up to 7 days. Customers say it's a good option to get talla other than home. Many people like it and support what we are doing. We have made a lot of customers and we promote it by saying drink local, and people want that. You see, all people in the countryside prefer talla for drinking in their daily basis. They use it more than water. It's rare to find a farmer who doesn't drink talla daily. And also, I have never seen a farmer with obesity. Farmers come from the fields, eat their lunch and drink talla and immediately return to their work. However, other factory processed alcohols make them tired.
ትንሽ ያሳንፋሉ። አብዛኛው ጊዜ የንግስ በዓላት ላይ ብዙ ተጠቃሚ ይኖራል።
Many consumers who will be looking for celebrations and occasions need talla, like Gabriel, Michael, the New Year celebration, Easter, Christmas, and Epiphany. There is also a special dance event here for Epiphany.
በጥምቀት እንደውም ጭፈራው ምንም እዚያ አለ። የጠመቃው ፕሮሰስ ብቻ 7 ቀን ያክል ይፈጃል።
The brewing process of talla takes about 7 to 8 days. It can be shorter or longer, depending on the temperature. Other tasks before brewing take 2 days. Total, it takes up to 10 days.
I hope you have enjoyed the way we show you the making process of Ethiopian national drink Talla, a homemade beer. We proudly invite you to try Ethiopian Talla.
This is our special edition dedicated to the celebration of Ethiopian Christmas, traditionally known as Genna. More than just a holiday, Genna is a living heritage, a vibrant expression of faith, family, and tradition that has inspired and united Ethiopians for centuries, while offering the world a glimpse into one of humanity's most enduring cultures. As we honor this remarkable festival, we extend our heartfelt wishes. Merry Christmas to you and your loved ones.